Good morning, Unity Church of the Hills. I'm so glad to be here with you today. The Board of Trustees and the three ministerial search teams wanted to provide an update on everything that's been happening in our senior minister search over the past few months. A lot's been going on behind the scenes in preparation for our next senior minister. The board, a number of months ago, back in April, actually started working with Reverend Dr. Roger Teal as a consultant to help us in this process. During that time, we formed three teams: a core candidating team, a consciousness and prayer team, and a marketing team, all to work in concert in this search. The board also did work around healing and visioning, and developing a vision for the characteristics and qualities and qualifications of a senior minister. They developed roles and responsibilities for the various candidating team members, and then selected team members from congregants and board representatives and staff as well on the consciousness and prayer teams. Our team lead that's running our core candidating team, the main search team, is Sandra Vela, and she's here with us this morning to talk about what that team has been doing. So Sandra, what has the team been up to?
Well, it gives me great pleasure to serve on this team. I'm really grateful for this opportunity. The team has been meeting on a weekly basis, and the beginning preliminary part of this endeavor was to prepare a pretty considerable application packet that gets submitted to UWM in order to thoroughly explain what it is that our church is about and what it is that they're looking for in a minister. So that application process was pretty lengthy, but we were able to get it all done and submitted successfully to UWM, which then posted the opening through their website and communicated the opening through their email channels to let people know that we were in search of, that we were stepping into the possibility of opening for a new senior minister or ministers. So that part of the application, that first part was done very successfully, and we were very grateful that it was accepted and all met all the requirements that UWM set out. So from that point, our expectation is that we begin to receive applicants, which we did start to receive applicants. And what we also have done is we put together the qualities of the minister, and we also determined a type of rubric so that we could really look at these applicants as they came in and decide whether or not they met what we needed. So that was also a kind of a lengthy process to put that rubric together. We have posted the application, the opening, and then we start to entertain potential applicants. So at the next step, of course, would be to utilize the team to do a thorough analysis of the applicants that we receive, including videos or any kind of documentation that they provide in support of their application. So we are reviewing all of that as well as they come in. Then eventually the next step, if we find people that we feel are potential candidates for us, then we will move to the second phase, which is bringing them in for some kind of initial interviewing process. So that's also something that we're preparing to do, and then hopefully be able to make recommendations based on that to the board for potential candidates to be considered. Meanwhile, the marketing team has created a beautiful landing page for potential candidates where they can go in and learn more about Unity Church of the Hills and what we're really looking for. So that has been put up there and has been very well received. We also have the prayer consciousness team working with our team, holding us in prayer for our weekly meetings, and some also are doing one-to-one prayer with particular team members as requested, which I think has been a great way to support us through the process. Also, the candidate team has developed a list of questions that we're going to be using for our applications. And that way we're really preparing for potential interviews, which will be coming and in the next step. So we are very much into the process, prepared to receive applicants, beginning to receive applicants, reviewing applicants, vetting our applicants, and then moving into potential preliminary interviews. I can tell you that the team has done a very beautiful, thorough job of developing questions that really get to the root of what it is that we're looking for and wanting to find from our potential ministers. And so that's an exciting place to be very open to the potential and the possibility of what Spirit brings us, and then to be ready, informed to receive them and to thoroughly vet them, and to really know whether or not there's a good fit for our community.
Thank you, Sandra. And I have to say, I am very excited too. I want to thank you and all of the members of the 3 different teams for all of the work that's been done, the consciousness that you've held, the commitment to this process, to do the very best that we can for our congregation in the search and in the consideration and the approach to bringing in a new senior minister. And so we're really excited, and we anticipate to have some more activity and exciting things coming out as we move into this new year. And prior to any decisions being made, there will be, by the board, there will be opportunities for input from the congregation. And we would just request that, the community stay in high consciousness, continue to pray, visualize, Divine Mind knows exactly who our next right minister is, or ministers. And we just need to be prepared and open and ready to invite that consciousness in. And so I'm excited for this process. It's been wonderful to have this opportunity to give everybody an update, and we'll continue to keep people posted as we move through the process. Thank you, and God bless.